is Barbara, and in this video I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can get a 32-inch braided wig for just $47. That's right, where have you heard that before? Nowhere, just my channel. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that from start to finish. I'm also going to have all the details for this hair in the description box below, so be sure to check it out if you want to buy this hair. Towards the end of the video, I'll let you guys know how many packs I use and the specs of this hair and all that. It's going to be at the end of the video, so be sure to watch that as well. One last thing before you guys go and watch this video. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is going to be on the screen throughout the entire video, so you can follow me. Wow, what just happened? So you can follow me, or I'm also going to have a link in the description box below to my page, so you can just click that and it will take you directly to my page. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this intro. I'm gonna let you guys go watch this video now, and I'll see you guys at the end. Bye. Alright, so this is the wig cap that I'm going to be using today. I'll have the links to this wig cap and the hair that I use in this video in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. So I'm basically just going to put the wig cap on the wig head, and I'm going to use some T-pins to put this cap in place. For the back of the wig, you want to make sure that you pull the wig cap down so that you can stretch the cap out as much as possible. Then I'm taking this lace that I literally cut up for one of my synthetic wigs, just the excess lace in front, and that's what I'm going to use for my closure. So now I just measured it, and my parting space was about 6 inches, and I just used T-pins to pin the two ends of the lace so that it's in place and I can start sewing it. And I have this pack of sewing threads that I bought on Amazon, and I'm also going to have the link to that in the description box below. So I'm basically just going to start sewing, and I don't really know how to explain this. I'm just going to keep quiet so you guys can see what I was doing. So now that I'm done sewing, this is basically what the closure looks like. I have excess lace in front and at the back, and I'm just going to pin that out of the way. So this is the hair that I'm using today. This hair was sent to me by a company called SamsBeauty. All the details for this hair will be in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. So now I'm just showing you guys how I was sewing this hair, and I will just attach the thread to the wig cap and then hook it onto the Senegalese twist and then just make a knot. I usually have to make 2 knots, like the first knot and then the second knot. The second knot is what really helps secure the Senegalese twist, so it is very, very important. And then I'll just keep going like that around the hair. When I run out of thread, I thread my needle again, and I would continue like that. That was literally the process all the way to the top, and then towards the parting space is when it kind of changed a bit. So this is what I have so far, and this is how much I have been spacing the hair. When you start getting towards the front, like literally when you get really close to the parting space, that's when you want your spacing to get small. But just at the back and at the sides, your spacing should be pretty wide. So I'm doing the brick method, I think that's what it's called, where like that space in between the two Senegalese twists below. The next line I'm going to sew just at the middle, as you guys can see, so that that hair that I'm sewing at the middle will help cover some part of the space from the previous line. I really hope that makes sense, but just basically like a brick. So this is what I was saying about the first knot. The first knot is not secure enough to hold the Senegalese twist, which is why you have to make a second knot. Now that I've made a second knot, as you can see, it's very secure and it's not going nowhere. So now I'm just going to go ahead and continue sewing this hair. One more thing that I want to mention is when sewing on the elastic band area, you want to make sure that you are taking only the material of the cap and not through the elastic band. So now this is what I have. I now have just the closure part to do, and I'm going to take my powder. This is my face powder, and I'm going to take a tiny brush as well, and I'm literally just going to create a straight line where I want my middle part to be. So for the parting space, you want to make sure that you're sewing the hair as close to each other as possible. You do not want any spacing at all. Another thing I will mention about the parting space is if you want to hide the knots, whatever part of the hair you want to fall to the right, while you're sewing it, make sure it is falling to the opposite side. I don't know if that makes sense. For example, this hair right now is falling to the left of the screen, as you're seeing. As I'm sewing, it's on the left of the screen, but when I'm done sewing, I'm going to flip it to the right, just like this. That way the knot is behind the hair and it's not going to show when you do the parting space. I really hope that makes sense. So basically I'm going to flip it the other way now and just keep sewing, and when I'm done I will flip it the way I actually want it to stay. So one thing that happened was when I was sewing, this powder line that I did was a bit too big, because when I was done the parting space was too wide. So I had to redo one line of the parting space, but just make sure that your parting space isn't wide. So now that I'm at the front, you do not want to tie a knot right at the front. It's not going to look nice. So basically what I did is I passed the needle through the back of the cap. So basically I just sewed backwards, and then when I just sewed a little bit, maybe like 2 inches away from the parting space, then I created a knot. So now the knot is not going to be in front of the parting space, but the knot is there and the parting space is secure. So now this is basically it. Now I'm turning the parting space to where I actually want it to be, and as you can see, all the knots are hidden and it looks nice. Now that I'm done with the other side of the parting space, this is what I have. This is how the spacing went. So what happened was, towards the end I ran out of hair, so I literally had to take the back out and put just the color 27, because I had excess color 27, so I had to put color 27 all at the back, and that's how it turned out. And then I went ahead and I cut off the excess cap behind the lace. So now I just went ahead and dipped the hair in hot water. You don't need to do this, but I just wanted to do this to make the hair a little more flexible. I'm just using a blow dryer to set the parts. This is a synthetic hair, so heat literally just pushes it where it wants to go. Alright, so it's time to try on the wig, right? I have my wig cap on and I have a little bit of powder on it just to help the lace match my skin color. I'm gonna go ahead now and try this wig on. Hopefully it fits right. Sincerely, when I did it the first time, the parting space was a bit too wide. I was kind of having a panic attack. It was really wide, so I went ahead and I redid the parting space. I just took out one side and I did it closer, so now the parting space is a lot smaller and I like it like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now, put it on like I said. You can actually sew on an elastic band. Should I do that? Maybe I should. Okay, so I'm going to sew on an elastic band, but I have a tutorial on my channel where I explain to you guys exactly how you can sew on an elastic band, but I'll just give you a brief explanation here, and then if you don't really understand it or you still want to see me doing it, I'm going to have a link in the description box below so that you can go and watch the video of how I was sewing on the elastic band. Alright, so basically I'm going to measure my head, and I'll measure from where the closure starts on the right to where the closure starts on the left. Starts or ends, you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna measure from like right here to like right there. So literally the entire circumference of my head. You want to pull it a little bit, but not too much. So I think that is good, and then I'll just cut it off here and sew it onto the wig cap, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just basically sewed on an elastic band on it. As you can see, I sewed it from, like, I joined it right here and right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put on this wig. Okay, do not panic. Do not panic. It's going to get there, trust me. Anyway, I'm going to just find the parting space now. Alright, so this is basically what it's looking like. I think this is good. I'm going to go ahead and just use the blow dryer on it a little more, just so that right here is a bit flatter than this. So yes guys, that's pretty much it. I think this wig is a great way to save money, because if you were going to get this wig from an actual website that sells braided wigs, you're looking at spending close to $200 or $300. I used 8 packs of hair, 6 packs of the 99J, and 2 packs of the color 27. I did not finish the last pack of the color 27. I still have like literally almost a whole pack, so I ended up using basically 7 packs, right? For the 8 packs, I literally spent just $47.92. No kidding guys. 1 pack is $5.99 and I used 8 packs, as I said earlier. Multiply that, that's $47.92. Yes, I'm being exact to the cent, because I want to let you know that you are saving money. You are saving money. Anyway, I hope that has inspired you to actually go and do your own braided wig by yourself. If you do, definitely tag me on Instagram when you post a picture, or just come to this video and tell me you did it, and I'll be like really happy. Seriously. Those things make me really happy when people do stuff that I show them. Anyways guys, I'm talking too much. I always tend to talk too much when I'm excited, when I'm really excited about this hair. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you learned something from it, give it a thumbs up. If you just like me, give this a thumbs up, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.